You and I know that life just isn't fair. And this applies to absolutely everything, in every respect. The other guy's got more money, the other girl can eat more food and not get fat, and some people can afford Porsches, others can't, whatever, all of that. But there's one thing in the car business, is that to all other automakers, it really just isn't fair that they have to, some of them anyway, have to compete with Porsche. Because I've had the ultimate, absolute, incredible privilege of driving a number of these cars over my 25 plus year career, and the cars always turn out to be perfect or damn near. And the thing, maybe some of you who've never been with a Porsche, I've been with a Porsche. No, I haven't been with a Porsche, but you know what I mean. There are a lot of little things that we auto journalists and even owners, much like Tesla as a Model 3 drives by over there, tend to do, is that you overlook certain aspects. Because, well, in Porsche's case, I think more so than any other brand, and I'm going to even include Koenigsegg and Pagani and all those insane brands, where just having everything about the brand, it's overwhelming, but in a good sense, where you want to be associated with the brand. I mean, sure, it's not as exclusive as Koenigsegg and Pagani, for example, but which is an interesting debate about the 718. Well, less the 718, but more the 911, whereas it's a common supercar. But even that doesn't matter, because even among 911 owners, I mean, if you own a Carrera T or you own a 991 GT2 RS, you know, you're still brothers, right? I don't know where I'm going. The point is that this 2024 Porsche 718 Boxster Style Edition, or just the 718 period, is now almost 10 years old. 10 years old. 2015, I drove it the first time, I think for the first model year, which was 2016. And in the car business, that's ancient. But it doesn't matter for Porsche. Don't try that over at Toyota or over at Volkswagen or at Kia. No, you can't do that. Well, Toyota's gotten away with it, but you know, those days are behind them now, at least we think so. But if you're a Porsche, or if you are Porsche, you can do it. And you can even charge more and give less. Now, I'm not coming down on the car. I'm going to show you a few things about, well, the cabin and some of the tech, specifically where in 2024, halfway through, into, you know, 25s are already out, where things that you find in this car you're not supposed to find in any car anymore in this day and age. But they are in the 718, and that makes me smile, and it makes me not laugh, but because it's a Porsche, it's okay, right? If it was a Toyota, if it was a Kia, if it was even a BMW, you could not get away with it. But because it's a Porsche, all is forgiven. So if you've made it this long through, or this far through the introduction, you don't have to watch the remainder of the video. I'll actually tell you now, Ruby Star Neo from the 964 Carrera RS. That's all you really need to know, in fact. If you want to know more about what makes the Style Edition, other than access to these colors, well, you know, you can hang around for a few more minutes, because we'll do with a quick walk around. I'll point out a few of the funny things. Well, not really funny, but you'll understand what I mean. And then we're going to go for, if I'm not wrong, this Porsche is the second, if not third slowest in the entire lineup of Porsche. But the fun to power factor is, I don't know, a scale does not exist to measure that. So yeah, please hang in there, please. I mean, damn. You know, oh yeah, I almost forgot, as I'm doing, start my video, that's not bad. Start this portion of the video. I want to congratulate Porsche Canada for speccing out this car. I think I've only ever done this twice before in the last 5 years, where, I mean, not that I know anything about anything at all, but the way the press car was specced over at HQ is just absolute perfection. Nothing nothing I would change on this car, or almost. But anyway, that's pointless. What I'm trying to say is that Ruby Star and the white wheels and the stripes is just, it's heart-stopping. It's breathtaking. It's like Keanu Reeves, right? It's breathtaking. This is, I don't know, just go with it, okay? Pricing for the base 718 Boxster in the US, $74,900. If you want to go all the way up to a Spider RS, you're looking at over $164,000. In Canada, $81,900 gets you a base Boxster. The same Spider RS is well over it's over $215,000. The Style Edition in the US starts at $81,300 and $87,100 in Canada. Just to give you a very, very quick idea, the base Boxster has 18-inch wheels, heated front seats, Apple CarPlay, and a 7-inch touchscreen display. That's about it, with the turbocharged flat 4 2-liter engine, which is the same that you get in here because this is not based on an S. This is based on the base car. So the style package you get with it. The reason why you pay an extra, I can't count for the life of me, $6,000 almost, $5,500 is you get these 20-inch RS wheels, Spider wheels, sorry, which are stunning, breathtaking. Keanu Reeves, again, I don't know. The stripes are available on this too. You get, oh yeah, I'm going in the wrong direction. You also get the sport exhaust with the twin black tailpipes, which are just breathtaking. I mean, what else am I going to tell you, right? You get the Porsche dynamic lights. You got the, this is cool too, like a stamped Boxster in the roof, which is really, really neat. It's a funny little detail, but it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And heated steering wheel and a few other things. My tester has the black leather with chalk pinstriping, optional interior, which is beautiful. These seats are just stunning. I'm gonna stop with that. Sport chrono package, manual trend. Oh yeah. Yeah, see that, my friends. That's breathtaking also. Navigation, all options with the premium pack that includes the cooled seats and the power folding mirrors. As it sits right there, you're looking at $103,000 for a car that has, well, as I was saying, a 7-inch display. I'm just going to turn the wheel. Will it come on? A 7-inch touchscreen display. I don't remember the last time I came face to face with a 7-inch touchscreen display. And yes, zoom in. That, you see the line there? That line, that's a CD player. Something you don't see anymore either. And very little in the digital instrument cluster department. But as I was trying to say, as I said, because it's Porsche, all is forgiven. 122-liter trunk, 150-liter frunk. Do you really want to see them? I don't know, maybe sometimes it's funny. I like it. Well, I like it. This is the third 718 I get in 5 years, I think. But where's the engine? It's not in the back like a 911. And, well, it's not in the front like, well, something else. So where's the engine? Yeah, it's a mid-rear, as you all very well know. But, you know, it's fun. It's a little showpiece for kids that kind of look or are interested in cars. The seats, incredibly supportive. I think these are just the basic sports seats, which are sublime. It's just it. And I think it's a GT steering wheel as well with the heated steering button, which is, you can hear it. I think you can hear it click. Yeah, that's where it's hidden, which is fantastic. I'm just gonna come on board. Okay, so we're gonna start it up. Yes. Manual transmission, put that in neutral, so we're gonna go flying. This is an important button, sport exhaust, right, as we know. Retractable spoiler, right, so what you get with the Sport Chrono, you get the Sport Plus mode. I will tell you one thing that just terrifies me. No, it doesn't terrify me, it makes me sad that shows up when you play with this. But you have your normal, Sport, Sport Plus, and your individual setting, which I have set, but you know, it's Sport for a few things and that's about it. But that's the only way you should be driving it in. I'll explain that to you in a few moments. Otherwise, there's nothing else. It's just pure Porsche, semi-old school. There's the controls for the roof, which I can't really show you how works, but you get the idea. Sport chrono pack. And you know what, I think that's enough blah blah, and we're gonna go for a drive. Yeah, there's as I mentioned, this has the flat 4 2-liter engine and not the 2.5-liter engine, the difference being the output, because this is the base car, so it produces, I'm gonna try with the windows up. So the output of the 2-liter is 296 Canadian horsepower and 300 US horsepower, I don't know, and 280 pound-feet of torque. And that torque, by the way, comes on at 2150 RPM all the way up to 4500 RPM. Excuse me. So what I was saying about, you know, this being one of the slowest Porsches in the lineup, well, because of the manual, I think the slowest is the Macan 2-liter, base Macan. But, you know, everything is relative. With the manual transmission and the base Boxster, you're looking at 5.1 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, but, you know, that's still, I mean, it's still really fast. If you get the PDK, I think you shave almost a half second off. I think it's 4.7 maybe, something like that, which is still very quick, but I will take the sprint time penalty in exchange for 3 pedals every single time, almost. Anyway, so other stuff about the Boxster. The thing you may have noticed is that there's a tremendous wheel gap between the top of the tire and the wheel well. That's because this car does not have PASM, which is fine. So it's not lower. It's actually turned out to be a good thing, because I parked it somewhere yesterday and the cement dividers were really, really high. So when I opened the door, I had my hand between, you know, but because the car is a few millimeters taller, then it wasn't an issue whatsoever. And as far as the ride and handling is concerned, I mean, I was driving a little earlier. It's actually cloudy, maybe you can see it, and I think it's about to rain, so I enjoyed some sunny countryside driving earlier. And look, it's 3,100 pounds as is. It is agile, nimble, decisive, controlled, poised, refined. You know, just all of our usual auto journalist, you know, terms to describe something that is nice are anyway, synonyms that we so enjoy. They all apply to this car. Absolutely everything. It's just pure bliss, pure bliss. And the thing about having the lower output engine is that you can put your foot in it and leave it there for a long, long time. Okay, not right now, but wow, son of a gun. Not right now, because, you know, there's a Kona in front of me, as always, because I'm lucky like that. And you will not hit, you know, quadruple digit speeds and end up spending the rest of your life in jail. And I love that. That's the sense of speed. Doing 190 kilometers an hour is pointless. It's maintaining, say, 100 kilometers an hour in but country roads where, you know, most cars are going to end up in the ditch way over there, while you and your Porsche, you're just hugging and caressing all the curves and apexes, and just because steering too, obviously Porsche steering, there's something. It's that's a mess. It's psychic, really. You give it so much input, thinking that you know what you want the car to do, but it just does it better than you could ever possibly hope to imagine that it can, because it's better than you, and it always will be. Well, at least the Porsche, current generation Porsche. Brakes are just, I love how the brakes, you really have to roll onto them for them to start biting, and you have to put a lot of pressure on the pedal for it to respond. There's a progressiveness and without an eagerness. You know, it's not fake power, it's deserved power. Wow, tough guy. It's just so great. And now, the one thing that makes me ever so slightly sad is I was telling you about the drive modes. So in normal, with the manual transmission, which is, I mean, the gates are just, I mean, this is up there, as I've said numerous times. you know, like with a Civic Type R and Miata and other things like that, other cars like that that are just so intuitively brilliant again, and are there we go, a couple drops now, just perfectly balanced and judged. That applies here. And the same thing with the pedal spacing. I mean, for heel and toe, they are absolute perfection. And you can heel toe yourself if you're in normal drive mode. But if you go into sport, it does it for yourself. And you cannot deactivate that. Porsche rarely, if ever, really makes any mistakes. But that's one that is, to me at least, unforgivable. There should be a way to shut it off. Or turn it on if that's your thing. Otherwise, this is glorious automotive everythingness. That's a cool Cherokee. Wow. It is a dream. It is worth every penny. Never mind the CD player. I have a Porsche V8. I'm so cool. But if I was behind the wheel of the Porsche, of course, I'd be doing the same thing, because I have the sport exhaust. Okay, enough. I'm sorry. There is no substitute for this. There's nothing like it. You'll never will be at this point in time. And I love it, obviously. And you should want one too. That's it. Done.